Welcome to our guide on the 5 most beautiful places to see in Rome in just 3 days. We're going to pack a lot into our itinerary, hitting the highlights of this ancient city and giving you a taste of La Dolce Vita. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or just love stunning architecture, Rome has something for everyone. So, grab your walking shoes, your appetite for adventure, and let's dive into the heart of the Roman Empire. All right, folks, our first stop takes us back nearly 2,000 years to the heart of ancient Rome, the Colosseum. Now, imagine this, 50,000 roaring spectators, the sun beating down on the sand, and gladiators battling it out for glory. This wasn't just a stadium, it was a symbol of Roman power and entertainment. As you wander through the arched corridors, you can almost hear the clash of swords and the roar of the crowd. Take your time to explore the different levels, imagining the emperors and senators watching from their marble seats. Look for the trapdoors in the arena floor. That's where they'd release wild animals for even more dramatic spectacles. And don't forget to look out at the Palatine Hill from the top tier. It's a view that'll transport you back in time. You know, the Colosseum wasn't just about gladiatorial combat. They also staged mock sea battles here, flooding the arena with water. Can you imagine the logistics of that? It's a testament to the engineering genius of the Romans. Now, a little tip. To avoid the long lines, consider booking your tickets online or joining a guided tour. Trust me, it's worth it to maximize your time and get the most out of this incredible site. And hey, while you're here, take a moment to reflect on the history that unfolded within these walls. The Colosseum has witnessed it all: triumphs, tragedies, and the rise and fall of an empire. It's a humbling experience, and one you won't soon forget. Before we move on, I want to share a little something that adds another layer to this experience. Just outside the Colosseum, you'll find street performers dressed as gladiators. Now, some might find it touristy, but I think it adds a certain charm and reminds us of the human stories behind these ancient stones. So, soak it all in, folks. The Colosseum is more than just a pile of ruins. It's a living testament to the power of human ingenuity and the enduring allure of history. Today, we're stepping into a world of masterpieces and spirituality as we explore Vatican City, the smallest country in the world and the heart of the Catholic Church. Now, get ready for sensory overload, because the Vatican museums are home to some of the most iconic works of art ever created. We're talking Michelangelo's breathtaking frescoes in the Sistine Chapel, Raphael's rooms adorned with intricate details, and ancient Roman sculptures that'll leave you in awe. Give yourself plenty of time, because you could easily spend days getting lost in the vastness of this collection. As you wander through the galleries, take a moment to appreciate the stories behind the art. These masterpieces weren't just created for beauty, they were expressions of faith, power, and the human spirit. And of course, no visit to the Vatican is complete without experiencing the grandeur of St. Peter's Basilica. Step inside and you'll be greeted by soaring ceilings, intricate mosaics, and a sense of peace that's hard to describe. Look up in awe at Michelangelo's massive dome, a masterpiece of Renaissance architecture, and marvel at the sheer scale of the basilica. It's no wonder they call it the greatest church in Christendom. Now, here's a tip. The Vatican museums can get incredibly crowded, especially during peak season. So to avoid the lines, I highly recommend booking your tickets online in advance. Trust me, you'll thank me later. As you explore the Vatican, take a moment to reflect on its significance. For centuries, this tiny city-state has been a center of religious power, artistic patronage, and political intrigue. It's a place where history comes alive, and you can feel the weight of centuries gone by. Chapter 3: The Pantheon. An ancient temple, frozen in time. Now, let's travel back in time to ancient Rome, to a place where the gods were once worshipped, and engineering marvels still astound us today: the Pantheon. This remarkably well-preserved temple, with its iconic dome, has stood for almost 2,000 years, a testament to the ingenuity of Roman architects. Step inside, and you'll be struck by the sheer size and symmetry of the space. The dome, with its perfect proportions and oculus open to the sky, seems to defy gravity. It's no wonder Michelangelo called it the design of angels. As you stand in the center of the Pantheon, imagine the Roman citizens of old coming here to offer sacrifices to their gods. Feel the weight of history all around you, the echoes of centuries past whispering in the air. Look up at the oculus, that circular opening at the top of the dome. It's the Pantheon's only source of natural light, and on a sunny day, it bathes the interior in a warm, ethereal glow. On rainy days, the water cascades through the opening, creating a dramatic spectacle. Now, here's a little secret. The Pantheon is particularly magical at night. The crowds thin out, and the illuminated dome creates a truly awe-inspiring sight. If you get the chance, take a stroll through the Piazza della Rotonda in the evening and soak up the atmosphere. Before we move on, take a moment to appreciate the ingenuity of the Pantheon's design. The dome, with its innovative use of concrete and arches, was a feat of engineering that wouldn't be replicated for centuries. It's a testament to the Romans' mastery of architecture and their enduring legacy. Chapter 4: Piazza Navona, Rome's Baroque gem. Get ready to experience the vibrancy of Roman life at Piazza Navona, a Baroque masterpiece and one of the city's most beautiful squares. This is a place where history, art, and daily life collide, creating an atmosphere that's both grand and intimate. As you step into the piazza, you'll be greeted by the sound of rushing water from Bernini's magnificent Fountain of the Four Rivers. This dramatic sculpture, with its towering figures representing the Nile, the Ganges, the Danube, and the Rio della Plata, is a masterpiece of Baroque art. Take a seat at one of the cafes lining the piazza and soak up the atmosphere. Watch as street artists create colourful portraits, musicians serenade passers-by, and children chase pigeons across the cobblestones. Now, here's a little tip. If you're visiting during the Christmas season, you're in for a treat. Piazza Navona transforms into a magical Christmas market, with stalls selling festive treats, handmade gifts, and twinkling lights. As you explore the piazza, don't miss the other two fountains: the Fontana del Moro, with its muscular tritons wrestling with a dolphin, and the Fontana del Nettuno, featuring Neptune battling a giant sea monster. Each fountain tells a story, adding to the piazza's rich tapestry of art and history. And for a truly Roman experience, indulge in a scoop or two of gelato from one of the many gelaterias surrounding the piazza. It's the perfect way to cool off on a warm afternoon and savour the sweet life. Chapter 5: The Roman Forum. Where history whispers. Our final stop takes us to the heart of ancient Rome, to a place where history whispers from every stone: the Roman Forum. Now, imagine this: bustling marketplaces, grand temples, and the Senate, where the fate of the Roman Republic was decided. This was the center of Roman life, a place of power, commerce, and civic pride. As you wander through the ruins, let your imagination transport you back to the days when Julius Caesar walked these streets. Orators delivered fiery speeches, and citizens went about their daily lives. It's a truly humbling experience to stand in the shadows of such grandeur. Look for iconic landmarks like the Arch of Septimius Severus, the Temple of Saturn, and the Curia Julia, the meeting place of the Senate. Each ruin tells a story, offering a glimpse into the lives of the people who built and inhabited this incredible city. Now, here's a tip. Before you visit, I recommend doing a little research on the history of the Roman Forum. It'll help you appreciate the significance of the ruins and bring the stories to life. And for the best views, climb up to the Palatine Hill, which overlooks the Forum. From here, you can take in the vastness of the site and imagine the bustling city that once stood before you. As you explore the Roman Forum, remember that you're walking in the footsteps of emperors, senators, and ordinary citizens who shaped the course of history. It's a reminder of the enduring power of the past and the legacy that we inherit. Thanks for joining us on this whirlwind tour of Rome's most beautiful spots. We've covered a lot of ground in just 3 days, but hopefully, this taste of La Dolce Vita has left you wanting more. Remember, Rome is a city best explored on foot, so take your time, get lost in the back streets, and savor every moment. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel guides and tips. Safe travels and enjoy your Roman adventure.